The early months of the 2026 motorsport season offered two opportunities to return to active driving. The first round of the Super Sprint held in Riverpark, General Trias last February 22nd, and the RallyDev Project Track Day held in Angat, Bulacan on March 7th. Both events provided valuable track time with my current project car. While modest in appearance and performance compared to more purpose-built race cars, the Charade served as an effective platform for me to refresh my driving technique, develop an appropriate vehicle setup, and distress from life's worries. The Super Sprint event felt like a proper first exam for the Charade. Like many project car builds, the Charade is still undergoing incremental improvements. Each event becomes not only a driving exercise, but also a form of real-world testing for the car itself. I must manage not only racecraft, but also have mechanical sympathy for a car that is work in progress. My main goal wasn't to be a hero, it was to finish every run without drama, gain feedback for needed repairs and upgrades, and come home with the car in one piece. Super Sprint is an autocross type event organized for newbies as their first step into Philippine motorsport. In the tradition of bring your best bakal, all sorts of street-driven cars can compete for class or overall honors. Drivers were given limited opportunities to set competitive times on a temporary course laid out via pylons. Drivers were provided with a course map beforehand, and the only opportunity to understand the layout came from studying the map, joining the early morning track walk, and observing other competitors during their runs. This placed a premium on mental preparation and quick adaptation. The format rewards clean and consistent driving, quick course memorization, and familiarity with your machine. One missed braking point or one sloppy line could erase any vehicle advantage you may have. I ran a consistent 72-second time on both runs. Both runs are clean, no pylons hit. However, we weren't the fastest thing out there or even in the class. My times were still several seconds off the pace of the fastest drivers of the day, approximately 7 to 10 seconds behind the leaders. While this gap may appear large in an autocross, it provided useful insight into areas where improvement is needed. This was the first time we took the Charade out for a race. Plus, I had limited knowledge of the track as I missed the track walk session. At least I didn't get lost and I had fun. Super Sprint confirmed the potential of the platform for future parking lot racing. I had limited opportunity to fully explore its handling characteristics, but with its lightweight, small wheelbase, narrow track, and our chosen spring rates, the car was very nimble. Indeed, we fixed the front alignment, rehabilitated the rear brakes, and installed window tint. Our immediate plan was to get the car as daily drivable as possible and to prepare for another autocross event. However, that idea changed for the better. We were happy to have won a free entry to the RallyDev Project Track Day held 2 weeks after, held in the compound of a rock-crushing plant in Angat, Bulacan. The RallyDev Project Track Day followed a more practice-oriented format. Drivers were given the opportunity to familiarize themselves with the course through practice runs before the official time sessions later in the day. It was my chance to validate or disprove the lessons I thought I learned 2 weeks earlier. Over the years, I have had limited loose surface racing experience, but in those times, I learned a lot and I had more than a barrel of fun. The day with RallyDev Project was no exception. The track day environment allowed for a more deliberate learning process. Each run could be treated as an experiment, gradually building confidence in both in my skills and with the vehicle. I drove the car at the limit of adhesion, treading the fine line between control and chaos. My aim was not sideways shenanigans, sliding just enough to rotate through the corners without fully breaking loose. The rocks were pinging the floorboards and threatening to punch the Honda engine's oil pan. I had to dance with the car, my driving inputs as delicate as fine china. Like in Super Sprint, other drivers were kids as compared to me. willing to go harder and faster than I can ever dare. Age, experience, and perhaps a greater appreciation for mechanical sympathy have made me more conservative than I once was. Where they chased outright speed, I focused on consistency and keeping the car intact. In the end, we weren't the fastest thing out there. But the little Daihatsu had something else going for it. Its compact, almost playful appearance stood out among the more serious-looking machines in the field. Several spectators, particularly the ladies, found themselves drawn to the car, curious about the tiny machine sliding around the dirt course with surprising enthusiasm. For a project car like the Charade, this format proved particularly beneficial. I discovered the weaknesses of the Charade front underpinnings, that it is not strong enough to sustain rough roads. I am aware that the G100 Charade was a class winner at the Safari Rally many moons ago. I have yet to figure out what they did to the front suspension to survive the rough roads they must have plied. But despite having the alignment go all wonky on me, the Charade still performed decent. I just couldn't push the car as hard as I wanted because I needed to drive the same car home for more than 100 kilometers. But at the end of the day, I was able to go back home under the Charade's own power. That simple fact felt like a quiet victory of its own. After a full day of pushing the car through dirt and corners, the machine still held together well enough to bring me safely home. We burned through more than a half tank of fuel, those long-dead liquid dinosaurs transformed into motion, noise, exhilaration. Yet such indulgences are not without cost. Due to recent world events, fuel prices continue to rise. The gasoline that once seemed abundant now feels like something that must be carefully rationed, reserved only for moments that truly matter. Perhaps that tension is part of what makes motorsport meaningful in the first place. We navigate life's uncertainties as best we can, rarely able to dictate the larger course of events. But on the track, even if only for a few brief runs, something changes. Success or failure may still depend on countless variables, but the act of driving places a small piece of destiny back into your own hands. I have long abandoned my ambitions for motorsport greatness. Time, experience, and the realities of life eventually tempered that outlook. What was once a pursuit of glory has gradually evolved into something more personal, almost indulgent, a decadent pastime that I allow myself to enjoy whenever the opportunity arises. Driving the Charade back-to-back at two events made it clear that a project car isn't just a car, it's a rabbit hole. Every new clunk and clanging, every turn of the wheel, and press on any pedal, the car is telling you something. It takes a keen feel to understand, enough experience to act, and enough balls to ignore. The project will continue to evolve, and each future outing provides both mechanical feedback and personal insight. I am planning a big brake upgrade. Stay tuned for that. Both the Super Sprint event and the RallyDev Trackday served as gentle reminders of the fundamentals that underpin success in any form of motorsport. The Charade may never become the fastest car in the paddock, and I may never reclaim the ambitions I once held as a younger driver. But the opportunity to continue driving, learning, and improving, even in small doses, remains deeply rewarding. And maybe that is the true reward of the experience, not the results on the timing sheet, nor the trophies that may or may not follow, but the fleeting sensation that for a moment at least you were fully in control of where you were going. I'll see you guys at the races, I hope. Ciao.